Welcome to Season 3 of the Brighton rebuild. If you haven't seen Season 2 or Season 1 then, make sure to check them out. The aim for this season is to qualify for the Champions League. And with 180 million, we can look to bring in 2 or 3 elite players. Here is how the team looks before any transfers have been made. Mitoma left the club for just under 50 million. As I had a left winger that I wanted to bring in. The first signing was Vinicius Jr. for 175 million. Not much explanation needed, he is one of the best in the world. Another centre-back was needed, so we brought in Jose Maria Gimenez. For 42 million, a solid, experienced centre-back is just what we needed. Adam Webster left the club as he wouldn't be getting used. Brereton Diaz was the next outgoing. Not someone I really wanted to sell, but that money could be used to strengthen other positions. Our final signing was Casemiro for 32 million. Our midfield was the lowest rated part of our team. So getting someone this good for that cheap makes sense. We won all our games in August, including an impressive victory over Man City. In September we won 2 games including our first Europa League match, and we drew 1 and lost 1. October was a pretty impressive month, including a 5-1 win against Shrewsbury. However, we did draw to Derry in the Europa League. 3 wins in November could have been better, as I would expect. US to beat Crystal Palace. December was quite a poor month, even though we won games towards the end of the month. There were too many draws towards the start. We managed to finish top of the Europa League group, only with 11 points thought. Halfway through the season we are 3rd in the league, which is pretty good. We didn't make any signings in January because we didn't have any money or anyone to sell. However, the results were pretty good. February, on the other hand, wasn't so good. We did have an impressive win over Burnley, but 2 losses and a draw isn't what we need. March was an impressive month. We managed to knock Sevilla out the Europa League and got some good results in the Prem. But we did get knocked out at the FA Cup by Arsenal on penalties. In April we got through the Europa League again, knocking out Benfica. However, we did drop points against Wolves and Crystal Palace, which is not good in the race for the Champions League. We need to make sure that we don't drop many points in the final months. In May, we only lost 1 league match to Liverpool and won the rest, which is pretty impressive. We did get knocked out by Arsenal in the Europa League semi-finals, which is a little disappointing, but we did well to get to the semis. We ended up finishing 2nd in the Premier League, which is very good, 9 points of the winners Man City. So realistically we were never going to catch them as we didn't win enough games. We got to the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup after losing 2-1 on aggregate to Tottenham. And we got to the quarters of the FA Cup after getting knocked out on penalties by Arsenal, who also knocked US out of the Europa League. So nitrogen monoxide trophies for US this season we had for players named in the Premier League Team of the Season: Hincapie, Molina, Vinicius Jr., and Correa. Vinicius Jr. was definitely the star performer this season, being both our top goal scorer and assister with 60 goal contributions in 60 games. I would have hoped for more goals from Correa, but I guess Vini Jr. made up for that. Here is how the team looks at the end of the rebuild. Garnacho being the standout, going from a 75 rated to a 91 rated in only 3 seasons. Vini Jr., also at 94 rated, is impressive, as well as Molina and Hincapie. I hope you enjoyed the rebuild. Please like and subscribe and leave in the comments who I should rebuild next.